Hello everybody, thank you for joining me here in the den. The light might be a little bit odd on the video today. It is a terrible day outside. A typical June day really, here in Britain I guess. We all hope that the sunshine will come, and June always comes with rain. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to be here. I've got all my days mixed up this week. I accidentally put out a video earlier in the week, and I'm here today just for a quick shave so I can put out another video this Friday. Now today I'm going to be using my new Gillette King C razor, and I won't talk about the razor really at all because I've already done that in the previous video, but I am going to be using it today with a Kai razor blade. Now the Kai razor blades, if you don't know, are a fraction wider than any other standard blade, so there will be a little more blade exposure, and I thought I'd try it with the new razor. Thought we'd have a bit of a challenge today, so I challenge you while I'm talking about it to guess the aftershave that I'll be using when I've finished my shave. Now this came about because I used my Pall Mall shaving soap from Phoenix and Beau just the other day, and because I had that grooming department soap that had bacteria on it, I left the lid off my Pall Mall soap to make sure that it really dried. I came back into the den later on and thought, that smells really like an aftershave, and I have a bottle of this aftershave, so that's what prompted this video. I'm going to be using a Yaqibrush. Today it is the Mink synthetic brush, beautiful colouring on it, and I'm quite enjoying this one. So we'll get that damp. Put the lid of the soap up there. Make sure I've got nearly all of the water shaken out of this brush, and I'll take it to the puck. I may find in the future that I stop doing this and I end up taking a little piece of soap from the puck and loading my brush in a separate bowl, and that way keeping the water from my puck. It's the first time I've ever had a soap that has been infected with bacteria. I am going to throw it away. It smells so bad, so I'm not going to muck about with it, but I don't want that to happen with any other soaps, and I don't want it to happen with this Pall Mall because they don't make it anymore, so I'll make sure that I dry it out. Now let me tell you a little bit about this Pall Mall soap from Phoenix and Beau. The top notes in it are bergamot, lemon and petitgrain. And you'll certainly pick that up when you put your nose to it. It's a bright, fresh start. The middle notes are neroli and lavender. So you really get a floral, herbaceous middle to this soap. And it finishes up with a very nice light oak moss scent. There we are. I'm sure I've got plenty of soap on the brush. It is one of my favourite soaps from Phoenix and Beau, and I think it's rather a shame that they don't make it anymore, but there we go. This is a very comfortable brush. The handle reminds me a little bit of the West Coast shaving brushes. They have a blue one with a black, very, very soft knot, and I must admit I'd like to try one of those. But this is very nice. This is not too high aloft. So if you like a brush with a little bit of backbone, this is, quite a good one. As you can see there, it's quite stiff in the centre of the brush. Having said that though, it does splay reasonably well, and it provides a little bit of firmness to the brush as you splay it. Now I can see while I'm recording this that the light is really a strange day today. I normally have a blind up at the window just to cut out the light, but today I had to take that down because it was really too dark in here. So I'm afraid the light is now bouncing off this white soap a little bit, but I'm afraid this is what you're getting, guys. I'm getting a little bit of scrub with this brush, but it's really nice when you go to do this. Now, to be honest, I can't really see what I'm doing because of the light bouncing off my face. So I think we'll make do with that, and we'll just go with what we've got. Now then, here we go. I hope you've been enjoying your new razors, all those who have bought it. Now the aftershave that I will be using today starts with much the same notes as the Pall Mall soap. It starts with bergamot and petitgrain, but it also has mint in those top notes, and that makes it very cooling, but also quite a lively scent when you first apply it. The mid notes are lavender, clary sage and jasmine. So just like the soap, you get that floral, herbaceous middle to the aftershave. And then it dries down with a woodsy type of feel. It's got some vetiver, cedar, labdanum and some oak moss. So you can see there are some very distinct similarities. That mean that this aftershave is a particularly good match for this soap that I'm using. That first pass seemed to go very quickly. Now, within the first 5 to 10 minutes of putting on this aftershave, the predominant note is the mint. It does mix with the other notes in there, but you get a real minty, fresh hit with the aftershave. And after about 15 minutes, the lavender comes in more as that mint diminishes, and you get a real nice mix between the two. And then as that goes on, at 35 minutes you get much more of a floral feel to the soap as those florals comes through, and then it takes a few hours in the dry down to get those sort of woody scents through. That was lavender in the soap and the aftershave, hence the purple brush. You've got to plan these things, you see. Ooh, we don't do that yet, do we? So the aftershave is very fresh and lively. There's a little sweetness to it. It's very cooling and it's an aquatic scent. And to my mind, it really has a feel of being out in the open air. You know, this is such an easy razor to use. It's really nice. Now I feel I'm committing a little bit of heresy with this next bit, because while it's a nice soap, it's a nice aftershave. It's a very nice aftershave. I'm not certain that I like it. It's one of those scents that I'm just not sure about, and yet I know this type of scent smells very nice on me. It's an American classic, there's no doubt about it. And this classic spawned now probably hundreds of aftershaves in the same sort of vein, such as Davidoff Cool Water or Blue perhaps. But this aftershave was invented in 1917, and it is America's first aftershave, at least according to the website. Now that really struck me. Did they really not have aftershaves before 1917? It seems an incredible thing, doesn't it? Because if that's the case, aftershaves and the sort of whole idea of looking after your skin once you've shaved is a fairly new phenomenon. But this apparently is the same scent as it was back in those old days. I suppose in 1918 those American troops would have been buying this to take off with them to Europe. Who knows? But it is certainly a very old aftershave. With a real bit of history behind it. You know I like that. Oh, that's a nice shave. Loads of slickness on this from the soap. Now the person that invented this aftershave is well known for inventing a soap a few years earlier. And that also was really the first soap to be designed to be used with a shaving mug. It was invented by James Baker Williams, and I'm sure you've got it by now. The aftershave I'm going to be using today is Aqua Velva. There we are. Now I've got the 100th anniversary, so this would have been put out in 2017, but this recipe at the moment is 103 years old. It is their classic ice blue cooling aftershave. Many of you will notice it's got a touch of alcohol, some glycerine and some menthol, and it is very cooling. The hole in the top of the bowl is massive, and it could do have been a lot smaller, to be honest with you. So I've got some of that on. It feels nice on the skin. Definitely a very lively, fresh scent. That mint is starting to come in quite quickly. Very nice soap. So there we are, Aqua Velva, the American classic. Now, gentlemen and ladies, I've something to tell you, and I'm going to make a video about this on probably Sunday. I need some help, I need some advice, because I have an issue, and what that means is, I suppose, that sooner or later, unless I get it sorted, it may mean that I'm unable to record and publish videos to YouTube on the channel. It is a computer issue, if you like, but if you are watching this and you are a YouTuber, perhaps you'd be able to let me know how you record and publish your videos. I won't go into it too much. It's definitely the computer side that concerns me, because again, if I don't get this fixed, it's going to have a massive impact on my life. I'm not able to get out very much, so I won't be able to go shopping, research topics for the videos that I like. I won't be able to use eBay, and already I can't use eBay. And I rely on that for getting like vintage razors and maybe a bargain now and again. So I'll talk about it more on Sunday. But if you have any recording knowledge, and particularly any computer knowledge, or even if you just watch it and you have an idea, I'll try it. Basically, I'm really stuck and I'm going to be trying everything. So I'll talk more about it on Sunday. Until then, look after yourself. I'm sorry about the light today. I'm aware it wasn't great, but there we are, that's that. I'll see you soon. All the best now. Thanks for watching.